A coworker I barely know put my face on a hear me out cake and posted it online, and now people close to me are telling me to be flattered instead of creeped out. I, 22F, work at a diner as a waitress with this kid. Let's call him John, 18M. John has always seemed pretty chill and busses my tables. Sometimes we chat if we are closing together, usually about school as he started college not too long ago and I am almost graduated with my BA. Ultimately, we are friendly but not friends. Last week he said that he was part of a group chat with a handful of other coworkers on Instagram and asked if I wanted to join. I said sure because I haven't connected with people at the diner that well and figured it was worth a shot, and we swapped Instagrams. The group chat is very normal, friendly banter between coworkers. Yesterday, I see that John posted a reel of him and a couple of his buddies doing their take on a hear me out cake, which is usually a very lighthearted and funny way of saying you would get with what are typically fictional and mostly animated characters. The entire cake adhered to that concept, except toward the end, when my face, a picture that he must have screenshotted from one of my posts, is stuck on the cake. I was the only real person on that cake, and John actually made a comment about how attractive I was and that he wished that he could hit that but doubts he has a chance. I feel insanely grossed out and kind of violated. I want the video taken down, but I'm not sure if I have the right or authority to do that. I ranted about this to my sister, and she told me to just take it as a compliment and be glad that someone thinks I'm pretty. It feels wrong doing that. Is this grounds for taking this issue to higher ups? I don't know if I am comfortable working with him at the moment. Do I just take care of this myself and tell him that it makes me uncomfortable and I want him to take it down? It is a public video. I'm just uncertain how to move forward. Notable comments. Commenter, go up to him at work and say, hey, can you delete that video you made about me? The one where you printed a picture of my face and put it on a cake, it's really effing weird. Commenter number 2, yeah, I agree with this commenter. A shameless, direct approach out in the open with minimal reaction, that serves to call him and makes him feel like a weirdo. Objectively, it is a very weird thing to do. It was a joke. That's a pretty creepy and weird joke, don't you think? Best case scenario, he takes it down and realizes he's blown any chance he thought he had with you because you think so little of him that he can't even get a reaction out of you. Worst case, he doesn't take it down, and I say report him at work. Commenter #3 if it was an attempt to flirt, it was a bad one. Hear me out cakes are not just people I would hook up with but characters that are so far out of the typical standard, moral, beauty, etc., that you need to hear my reasons defending why I would want to hook up with them. I'm sure you're a lovely human and this guy is just an idiot, but anyone saying being on this cake should be taken as a compliment, I believe you mentioned your sister saying this, is incorrect. Commenter number 4, men, please do not post your fantasies online. We see them and are repulsed. No one is flattered by you wanting to hit that. Personal thoughts should stay personal. OP was SH'd by a dumb guy whose friends convinced him this would be a great way to see if she was interested. I'm so sorry. Just block him from your Insta, stop following him and get out of the group chat. Ask him to take the video down and then stop talking to him. He hopes you are flirting with him and is taking it that way. Treat him like a small child who has overstepped boundaries. Update, 19 days later, hi. I don't know if this is how you do an update, but this is how I am doing it. So, I screen recorded the video and sent it to my manager. We're on really good terms and I was hoping that she would understand and we could rework the schedule so that I don't have him bussing my tables and we won't have to interact. She said this is very odd and maybe a violation of conduct. She told me not to stress about the details and that she would take care of it. I am very grateful with how seriously she took it. From what some of you said, I thought there was a good chance she wouldn't. She had moved me around so that I will not have to see him as much and I only have a handful of times since then. He has avoided eye contact with me entirely. Once my manager was aware of the video, I direct messaged John on Insta saying, the video you made in which you put my face in a hear me out cake for social media is gross and unprofessional. We are coworkers. I did not green light being posted online and romanticized like that. I have talked with our manager about the situation and my discomfort and would like you to take the video down. You used my image without my consent. He responded and apologized saying that he and his friends were drunk and that he made that video on a whim. He told me he thought I was cool and wouldn't have a problem with it. He said he would take it down but never once actually said sorry, just gave those excuses. It was deleted. He has been having to take an online course about harassment and workplace misconduct or something like that. Something probably meaningless but at least it is slightly a pain in the ass for him. The only thing now is that he has busboy buddies that side-eye and kind of glower at me because of the action I took. On the bright side, they probably won't mess with me like that. Anyway, thanks to anyone reading. I'm not sure if anyone will see this, but the comments on the last post were mostly helpful and I am grateful for the perspective that you guys provided, so thanks. Notable comments, the whole it was some stupid drunk thing is such bull crap. He had to take so many steps to get your pic ready for that. You did the right thing, and thankfully it's not like this is your forever job. Here's to hoping he won't be such a jackass next time he's got a crush on someone. Commenter number 2, literally. And screenshotting an image, printing it off, taping it to a stick. Like there's so many steps that a drunk person would not be able to complete it.